Yeah, yeah. Hey now. All right, man.
Hey now. Am I frozen?
No, you're there. We're starting off. I don't think Bill Gates is on the docket. So maybe we won't get cut off. I do have, I have a clip in reserve back somewhere in the deep cellar of the docket, but if the time comes, we'll bust it out, get cut off. Look at the whole freezing frame on the video, maybe some splotches in the audio. It'll be glorious, man. But we're here. It's Tuesday. We survived Monday. Nothing.
Monday dude, it's been it's so hot. Oof.
Oh, man. Dude, they canceled summer here in Colorado. I don't know if you know this.
Yeah, it's all here. Like 97, so humid. Yesterday sucked because it rained just enough to bring the humidity.
All right.
Man, it was brutal.
Very nice.
Brutal.
Very nice.
That sun felt like it was right here. Speaking of which, Mr. No Sun, Mr. They took away summer. You are so red. You have gotten so much. Every time I fucking see you, you're darker. You got sunburn.
Your tan's looking good, man. It's summertime. You know what I do? Well, because I'm aware. I'm viscerally, I'm very attuned to the chemtrailing schedule and the geoengineering program. So I know when to go outside and sunbathe and capture the light before they block it.
You're getting enough sun that you're sunburnt all the time. You're getting sun, man.
I'm a podcaster. That's why you're supposed to look like this.
You might get too much sun.
It's impossible because they block the sun every day after 12 o'clock, man.
I'm calling BS, man. I'm calling BS. I think you're getting too much sun.
I knew you were going to say this. I knew you were going to call BS on me. So I pulled out the map. That's right. This is today.
You had a cloudy day today.
This is yesterday. This is today. This is yesterday. The cloud system, this streak of cloud between Albuquerque and Denver has just been there for 48 hours. Look at that. It just wouldn't leave. Wow. And now I know it looks a little sparse there, but I want to stress these straight lines that you see. Those are called chemtrails.
Oh, God.
So they chemtrailed the crap out of us yesterday.
Okay.
Chemtrails led to this monstrosity that flowed out of Mexico through Texas. This is yesterday, 3:20 in the afternoon, whiteout. Now, this was Sunday, Saturday, Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday, Sunday, Saturday. Okay, that's as far back as it goes, dude. That is every day at 4 o'clock, complete whiteout overcast. And unfortunately, the satellite doesn't go all the way there. But if you look on the weather and the history, we have just completed essentially 16 days straight of overcast, basically.
Yeah, in the afternoon and late evening. You're getting plenty of sun, though. Look at you.
Well, 8 o'clock to like 11 o'clock, you get sun. That's about it. So it's the good sun. It's not that super hot sun.
All I'm saying is for your own cause, get less sun. Because you can't be sunburnt, that's like the fat guy preaching diet pills.
Right. Oh, I gotcha.
You know what I mean? At least stop burning. You know what I mean? Cover up. Wear some sunscreen.
Well, I need the vitamin D. Otherwise, I'm not gonna survive, man.
Now you just seem crazy. You're the guy out here talking about you get no sun and you're sunburned all the time.
I'm the most sunburned guy out there.
the most.
I'm getting the most sun, and I'm talking about how there's just no sun.
There's just no sun.
Well, the thing is, I wouldn't.
You're starting to match Mike Tyson back there.
I know. It's a genealogy thing. There's a little percentages involved. It's a percentage game when we go down that route, all right?
All I'm saying, if you're going to preach there's no sun, Get a little less
Right.
sun.
So there's morning sun, and I usually go running on my lunch break around 11 o'clock. So I usually, after my run, as I'm sitting there eating my sandwich or whatever, I see the clouds rolling in every day at the exact same time. It's a schedule, man. It's brutal out there. And you know what? Yeah, maybe I did get a little too much sun this past weekend because they blocked the sun so much all week. And then finally Sunday, we had like a 6-hour window. And I was like, oh, just bathe in it, baby. Just soak up that sun, man. And, I had a few beers. This was Saturday, actually. Had a couple IPAs. Lost track of time. Maybe I fell asleep in the sun for about an hour or two. That's possible. I may have taken a little sun nap there.
The best of us, yeah.
But this is a good call. You're right on the money. What I need to do actually is get one of those CIA masks that they make, but one of me when I'm pale in the winter, and I'll wear that for the show, and I'll complain about the chemtrails and the geoengineering and the weather modification.
You want to look like powder when you're complaining.
Yes,
about
exactly.
No sun in Denver. Look at me. I work outside. Then people will be like, holy shit.
It's funny. We have this one truckload every day. It rolls into the air into our warehouse about 1:30. And there's been an ongoing joke where, because it's the heaviest shit we got to lift off the truck. It's just painfully heavy. It's a lot of stuff. And we got to do it outside. There's nowhere else to do it. And even on days like today, cool. It was 82. Complete overcast. I know I hate the clouds, but I'm going to say it was lovely outside. It was actually very nice. Yeah, it was very comfortable. Dude. Oh, yeah, absolutely. And sure enough, we're unloading those boxes, and I thought, hey, guys, maybe today's our day. We finally get a little cool down while we're unloading. I swear, just like a sliver of cloud just parted right where we were, right on the driveway, and just a beam just shined down and just cooked us for 10 minutes. And then it covered right back up. Oh, it was totally Bill Gates.
He's listening to you, dude.
Yeah. So it's crazy. When I don't want the sun, it's burning us to our core. And then when I want some sun on the weekends and I'm hanging out in the yard, oh, man, here comes the chemtrails and the geoengineering and all that crap. So good call. Maybe I should tone down the toning of the skin so I could maybe further sell my whole thing about the controlling of the weather.
Sell the story. You're selling yourself with the story. You know what I mean?
It's not necessarily the lack of sun. There's still sun with the chemtrails. Like, even when there's no clouds and they're just spraying chemicals on us, it's filtered sun. You're still getting some UV action for sure. But it's the principle of the thing. We shouldn't be having this crap sprayed on us. And you can feel it. There's an energy. When it's supposed to be blue sky, sunny, middle of July, 85, 90 degrees, but instead it's 72 and overcast and drizzling and hailing. Like,
beautiful.
It
sounds beautiful.
It's a bad energy for the mentality. I mean, if you're living in Colorado, you're here for the sunshine, baby, and the clear skies.
For the desert.
Which brings me to my next point about that little rundown I gave you on the map there with the clouds. We are a landlocked state in the desert. Where the fuck is all this moisture coming from? That's what I want to know. How are we getting all these consistent clouds day after day at the exact same time?
Have you met Augustus?
Oh, Dorico. Yes, the Rainmaker. Of course.
Don't! From Albuquerque to Boulder. That's kind of his range.
Yeah, I think so.
He creates clouds that big.
Right.
Not the $1 trillion black budget.
Right. Yeah, he just does Albuquerque to Dallas to Denver. It's just like an L shape.
Well, really, it's just wherever girls are camping.
Yeah. That's So yeah, good call. I'm pushing. I'm getting too much sun for a guy complaining about not getting enough. That's right on the money. But right now we're in the midst of a multi-week covering of the sky and poisoning. So I imagine a new strain of COVID will emerge in the next week or so. Also, I mean, we're 7 months into 2025. That means we're about 10 months out from when Jared Polis declared the national emergency over bird flu back in October or November. So, like... So maybe because there's no action with that, they had to spray some bird flu into the sky and get some people sneezing and coughing here.
Bird flu, what a joke.
I saw yesterday.
Put that on the shelf with monkeypox.
Dude,
Jesus
yes,
Christ.
sir, man. And whatever, they had the razor blade throat variant of COVID. We played a clip of it like a month ago.
Yeah.
And then I saw an article today. It like slipped in and out of Associated Press, like it almost didn't exist, but it was there for like a faint second. And it was like, oh, the razor blade COVID variant is back and wreaking havoc. And yeah, nobody
cares.
Not even Good Morning America went down that route, man. They're done with the COVID.
Nobody's taking that vaccine.
Nobody, dude. It's game over for the
A lot of people are
vax.
getting worried. RFK is dropping bombs.
What are you hearing around you in the world of the vaccine? Are people finally kind of admitting, maybe I shouldn't have taken that shot?
A lot of people, yeah. And I was really happy to find out this one guy who just had a kid. They're they're not vaccinating any of their kids.
Like any of the vaccines?
No.
Wow. All right.
So it's kind of, I don't know. I'm not against everything. I just think they need to be tested. I liked where RFK was going with the actually properly get them properly tested. No reason to give these kids hepatitis.
Right.
Which seems to be one of the big ones.
It's the main one for the autism.
Yeah.
Because I think it has the most aluminum, if I'm not mistaken.
Which is fucking crazy.
Funny that that's happening. I have a friend in my group of compadres who has 2 young sons, and I think they went down the route of non-vaccination with the boys.
Natural.
And you hang with these kids now, man. They're normal dudes like you saw back in the 90s and 80s. Just like rambunctious, wild little guys jumping and climbing off of anything they can climb up and jump off of, running around. They're full of energy and normal kids, man. They're normal guys.
They're not neurodivergent.
Right.
I love that new word. They always come up with
The neurodivergent.
Come up with fancy words.
Yeah, we need new words to hide the fact that we poison an entire generation of people.
It's so sad.
It really is. It's horrifying,
so
man. We luckily, fortunately, missed the boat generationally. I would say we are part of the millennials, but you and I were 80s babies, so I would say that we're Generation Y, not so much millennial.
We're millennials. We got all those vax. That's why we're half retarded. I always thought it was just because I was half Polish, but turns out.
Oh. No, I think the Polish makes the vaccine worse, actually. You know, the vaccines
or do they counter each other?
Oh, right. 2 negatives make a positive. Yeah. That's right. I mean, I successfully...
Really funny because the only people in our family that graduated from college are Polish.
Yeah, they're the only... Well, yeah, but... No, wait, yeah. No, wait a second here. I mean, do you have to be actually smart to graduate college nowadays?
Well, to do like a master's at Loyola, yeah.
Okay, sure. All right, I'll give you that one.
Double masters at Loyola, yeah. Both of them, man. That's
you should be able to read and do math.
And they got their degrees like back when a degree still meant something.
Pre-woke. Before they woked the colleges, man. Yeah.
Before 2010.
It's crazy. But if you put on like PCU, one of my favorite movies from the 90s, they dedicate the first 15, 20 minutes of the film to analyzing and showcasing all these groups that are protesting on the campus. It's really funny watching that movie now. They were doing it then. Like, has college actually changed? You have people protesting anything and everything they can think of, and all things in between. So, college has kind of since the 80s been a place where people get radical and protest stuff they don't even actually care about when they become adults.
Good call.
I was reading a lawsuit was just completed, or it was Trump won a recent lawsuit, and Columbia or Harvard or all these colleges are now paying money to the Jews who got accosted during the protests for Hamas like 8 months ago.
Yeah, not good to go against the Jews.
Well, now all these people are going to get money for it, and then if you participated in it, you're probably not going to get your diploma, so you just pissed away all this money to go to a 4-year university, and you're not even going to get out of it. Because now, even if you do graduate, but you were caught at one of those protests with the kafifa on your head, good luck getting a job after this. I mean, where are you going to go? They're going to find out about you.
Like one of these law schools, who do you think's doing the job interview? Probably a Jew. Don't. He's going to go look on your Facebook and see your kafifa.
Yeah. Like, I get it, man. I totally understand, especially from a young person's perspective. You want to fight the man, the system, and in your world, the man and the system is completely run and controlled by the Jews. So you're going to go out there and protest the Jews. But did you not think about for a second, if the Jews run everything, do you really want to protest against them?
Right.
Because in the end, you're going to have to work with the Jews. I mean, they run everything,
do you really
right?
have a dog in this fight? Why not just stay out of this one? On the scale, on like the hills I'm willing to die on. The Israeli-Palestine conflict is
seriously,
near
man,
the last one.
Yeah. And I just, again, aligning yourself with Hamas when, I don't know, you're set on the idea that the Jews are running everything. Did you not expect to suffer consequences from the people who run everything once you're done protesting them? Like, come on, man.
Never take a shot at the throne. You know what I mean?
Don't bite the hand that feeds you, man. That's like, I think we all know this, dude.
But I gotta push back on you, man. I don't understand that you, dude. When I was young, I didn't give a fuck about anything, especially Israel. Israel and Palestine were definitely fighting back in 2006.
Absolutely.
When I was 18 years old, and I didn't give a fuck.
Right on.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
There's no way I was protesting for it. As a matter of fact, I was so anti-protesters, I joined the army.
Wow. Great
That's
call,
about
man.
as like conformative as you can get.
You're protesting against the protesters.
I was the man.
You became the man.
Became the man.
I joined the hippies, you joined the man. That's how it went, man.
I jumped in, you know?
When we were young, though, we had something legitimate to protest, an illegitimate war that was started on lies. And they piggybacked off of an emotional roller coaster spawned by 9/11 and lied to us about the yellow cake uranium. You know,
I was all for the war, though.
I recall not being for the war. This was my tie-dye days, and I was playing. I was in the hacky sack club, and I was jamming tunes with the bros in the garage. So, I was not into the war.
I was very much into the war.
You were pro-war.
I believe we are an empire, and we need to maintain the empire. You know what I mean?
Now I agree. Yes, absolutely.
That you pull back, you're just going to create a power vacuum, and you don't know who's going to take over,
Dude, totally. And when you're young, especially in America, it's hard to grasp the concept that your country, you have such a good life because of the military successes of your country, which is a war. It is a war machine, and it's how we make money.
Yes.
It's probably
it's just everything, dude. We live better. I was just watching this thing on this 15th century king. I live in a 1-bedroom apartment. It's so much better than his castle. Do you know what I mean? I have like carpet. I got this really nice comfy couch, internet, air conditioning.
Yeah, man.
Clean water. The water coming out of the water I shower in is cleaner than anything that king drank.
Wow, your toilet water is probably better than anything.
Guaranteed. I'm shitting in cleaner water.
Yes.
Than he drank. Like,
well,
that's amazing.
You're shitting in cleaner water than what they're drinking in India, man. I
Oh
mean,
yeah, you don't even go back in time.
I
Yeah.
know you just go across the pond.
Did you see that drone footage of Gaza?
No.
Oh, bro, they do a before and after.
No
Oh
way.
my god, dude. The Israelis announced that they're gonna like do a ceasefire for like 50 days or whatever. They're kind of like ending the war because there's nothing left, dude. There's nothing left. It's just
I think I
rubble.
might have found it. I might pop this up onto the screen here so we could take a look. I'm sure
They blew up every building.
there's several. Is this the one you were?
Oh, this is a good one.
Holy cow! It's just barren land and rubble.
Look
Oh
at
my
that.
god, man! Wow! Holy cow!
That used to be like a city. You should see the before.
You can see these are.
Those are roads.
Oh my god,
These
man!
were like buildings, not just like a single family home.
Oh my god, dude! 360. There's nothing.
There's nothing. There's literally no, that's why Israel's like, all right, I think we're gonna stop. I think we're gonna stop bombing. There's nothing. There's nothing left to bomb. How could anybody live in that?
Oh my god, man. I mean, that is pretty devastating. And I know that,
Man.
dude. So I was reading today, it must have been Democracy Now! They're saying the global hunger situation, or the hunger, they're starving to death is basically what's happening.
Yeah, it's pretty sad. But
And so Israeli forces shot and killed 62 people across the Gaza Strip yesterday. And all I could think of is, how is there still people to kill? Like, didn't you kill them all? Like, how are they still alive? And they had 175 people died yesterday of starvation. So the starvation is starting to hit. They've been starving now for a while, but now they're succumbing to the starvation. And
I don't get it. Can they not leave though?
they can't leave, and the convoys with the aid are being blocked from coming in. And then they have these they have these various drop points where they're airdropping
Right.
provisions. And once the boxes are dropped and the people come to the zone, Israeli forces are opening fire on the people as they approach the food.
It's a little fucked up.
It's very fucked up, dude.
Who's not
Yes.
letting them out?
Israel? Yeah.
And they can't go to Egypt?
No, well, Egypt doesn't want them in.
I mean, what do you do with them?
They're going to kill all of them. It's happening right now.
Don't
And
you
I-
kind of have to, though? I hate to be that guy.
We've been crass about this whole thing from day one, but
Real
because
talk.
ultimately, you know what? They came over the gate on October 7th. Whether or not the gate was left unlocked, that is up for debate, just like whether or not the 19 hijackers walked right in and flew those planes on 9/11, all right? It's very possible Netanyahu needed this war so that way he didn't get kicked out of his political position
Oh, for
and go to
sure.
jail.
Yeah.
And then on top of it all, but right there, Hamas, it's your fault for taking the bait, let's say.
yeah,
You took the
yeah.
bait. But my God, man, it was 2 years ago. I mean, seriously, we're at the point where this is a full-blown genocide. There's no other way to look at it. It's a genocide. They're wiping this culture off the map. That's what they're doing. And then they're going to go in.
But what are you supposed to do with them? If none of the Muslim countries will take these people,
Right.
and these people are not going to assimilate into like a Western society,
They should move to Minnesota. That's what the Somalis are doing. They just
Just
created
take over.
they created little
Yeah.
Somalia in Minnesota, man. Just do the same thing with the Palestinians.
yeah, where's Leguizamo? We got plenty of room.
Yeah, Leguimo? Come on, man. Where's he
Leguimo.
at, dude?
I don't know, man. Honestly, I think you kind of just have to. You kind of have to kill them all.
I think that's what they concluded a long time ago, man. That's
There's
what's
really nothing
happening.
else to do with these people. If you let them into your country, they're just gonna terrorize your country.
Well, we're at the point now where whoever is surviving, I mean, put yourself in those shoes. They just wiped out your whole family and you're starving. All
Wiped out
you're
your
thinking,
city.
dude, all you're thinking about is, if I survive this, I'm going to kill all of you. That's all you're thinking about.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go on a murder
Oh, for
rampage,
sure.
and anyone who's on the other side, I'm just going berserker, man. Because that's all you have left. You got nothing left in your life. So yeah, obviously, anyone they take out of Palestine, you have a radicalized terrorist automatically. So yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe they got they bombed the crap out of it. They rubblized it. So now the reconstruction will be much easier, right? You can just build on top of the rubble. And at this point, I assume there's just going to be a moment where they open the floodgates literally and just flood out the tunnels and just like flood the whole place and just wipe it clean of everything. And then you got your Mar-a-Lago of the Middle East. That's basically what's going to happen. It's the Gaza Strip, I think from this point forward, is Israel. It's part of Israel now.
Which kind of makes it America.
It's America, yeah.
We bought it.
Israel is America. Yeah, I know. People still fail to see that, I think. It's kind of funny.
Huh. I don't know. I think it's the interesting question of what do you do with the people? There's really nothing.
That is interesting, yeah. I never
they
thought
kind
about
of tied your hands behind your back on this one. You know what I mean? Like, they didn't make it easy on anybody to help them. You know?
Yeah. No, it's shocking. I don't know. I mean, it's funny, like, November.
Even the ones that we did let into, like, Western civilization, look at the UK. They're having problems with gang rapers. Like,
yes.
Gangs of men raping women. That's insane.
Absolutely, man. Yeah, they don't want to assimilate when they come over. No. And they can't stay there, so I guess Netanyahu's just doing the logical move and just wiping out entire culture of people. And just,
it's not funny, but I mean,
no, that's what he's doing.
They did just quietly do it, and then the whole time I'm laughing because like this whole time for 2 years, Ben Shapiro's been on his podcast like, never in history have we given food to the enemy. Israel is giving food to the enemy. They're taking care of their enemy. It's the most strategic attack. There's no civilians dying. You're like, dude, we can all see the pictures, man.
They look like they're dying, man. I mean, they're starving. There's kids just starving. That was another thing. Democracy Now! Had this like shocking news article or whatever about this last hospital standing in Gaza, and the doctors are starving. The doctors are dying from starvation.
Oh, this is like a mask on the airplane situation. Doctors, feed yourselves first.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
But we just saw the drone footage. This place is so rubbleized. How is there a hospital or any kind of medical anything going on,
which
dude?
Which pile of rubble was the hospital?
There's no way they're actually taking care of people.
For that, which one was the grocery store?
I know, seriously, dude.
Where's anybody getting anything?
No, there's nothing, man. They destroyed everything. So the stories are really shocking. What really is incredible in my mind is the perseverance of humanity, like people's ability to keep living and maintain some sort of regularity or lifestyle, even in the midst of complete genocide and rubbleization. You have families there still living, apparently. It's been
no choice.
Yeah, you got nowhere else to go. And so every day, if you're lucky enough to be alive, you have to your job that day is to find food. That is your whole life in Gaza.
That's your job.
That's your job. I just need to find food.
We complain about our jobs.
Oh, that's why I stopped complaining about the clouds, to be totally honest. I'm like, oh my God, my life is so good. I complain about clouds, bro.
And I'm sunburned. It's too good. It's too good.
But yeah, these people in Gaza, man, they're in West Bank. They're bombing the crap out of West Bank. And
oh, yeah. Well,
Israel's also just unleashing on Lebanon, which gets zero play in the news.
Yeah, nobody really cares.
It's just weird to me, and we've just had it so good in America. Hopefully we can continue this ride, but there's a lot of people out there in this world every single day living in a place where a bomb just goes off And like this part of the street has just got a crater and it's blasted out, but we're still going to the market and, buying and selling, and we're making dinner tonight, like it's weird how the mind, in order to survive, you still have to go through a routine of some sort. You have to establish a lifestyle.
How lucky we are. The last time there was an attack on U.S. soil was Pearl Harbor.
Right.
And that's Hawaii. That's not even like
almost 100 years ago, basically, at this point.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah, but also the last time,
unless you count 9/11, but that was
like a one-off. I'm talking like
inside job.
Yeah, exactly. It was just Dick Cheney making some extra bucks on the side.
Not a military, No,
but like bombardments, or I was thinking like Civil War was really nuts because you're just a farmer in Pennsylvania, and then all of a sudden you hear this noise, and then Gettysburg is like unfolding like just down the road. You know what I'm saying? And like all of a sudden there's like an entire platoon crashed out in your lawn just there for the day. I mean that's crazy.
That blows my mind, dude. Like Glory came on, and I just watched Glory.
What a phenomenal movie, man!
First of all, the movie was in 1989. Morgan Freeman was 105 in that movie.
Still looks just like he does today, which is
fucking 50 years ago, dude. What are you doing? You're an old man. You were the old guy in the army in 1989.
Yeah, he was like the weathered old slave who had seen it all. Yeah.
Come on, young buck, like up in the.
He was probably 28 when he made that movie.
Just looked 100. I mean, Denzel Washington looks like a baby. Morgan Freeman, 100 years old, 1989. It's crazy.
There's these great memes out there of celebrities when they're young and then when they're old, like young Arnold and old Arnold. It shows everybody, and then the last one is Morgan Freeman. It's just the same two pictures. It's like the same guy.
I mean, he was the old guy in prison in Shawshank Redemption. That's 1985. It was before I was born.
Yeah, man. Oh,
he's been playing
crazy.
The old guy for 50 years.
Genius
move.
He's had a job his whole career. That's
Good
just
call.
Brilliant, man.
Good call.
In his 20s, he let it go great, and he's like, "You need an old guy for this movie? Yeah, I'll do the part." Just
locked in, dude.
Never unemployed the rest of his career. It's incredible.
What is that? Along Came Polly. He's like an old guy in his deathbed. Not Along Came Polly. What's that one?
He's Bruce Almighty. He plays God in Bruce Almighty.
Does a good God. Yeah, but Glory, dude, great movie. And it's crazy whenever you watch these Civil War movies, because it's literally just like, this is a farm.
Yes.
We're gonna fight on this farm.
It's time. Yeah.
It's the middle of nowhere.
You read stuff like Sumter Hill or whatever. It's like there was a hill, and that was the hill, and then they all died on that hill. It's
where they met up.
Yeah,
thousands of men dead.
It is crazy. Like hundreds or tens of thousands of men marching along in various directions, and then they just happen to collide, and it's like, oh, that's the battle. Here we got Gettysburg.
Insane, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Just with your musket. Marching, waiting to run into people.
Your neighbor, potentially. That's what's so crazy about it, man. Yeah, the Civil War is really nuts.
That's a weird one.
It's weird that they tried floating this idea that we'd be in another modern era Civil War. I just don't ever see anything like that kind of taking place. First of all,
no.
70% of America's too fat to march even to the grocery store from their house. So I mean, yeah, like let alone marching the field and storming the hill.
Marching like 30 miles.
But if we were to have,
plus there's no like state pride.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, you know what I mean? Back then it could be Kentucky against Illinois because you had Kentucky was, proud
for
to be.
sure. Now they keep trying to stoke some element of a blue state, red state thing, but that would be a losing battle for the blue states. Let me throw that out there.
Yeah, I don't think there is really like blue states, just red, giant blue cities.
Yeah, there's blue dots in the midst of a sea of red. That's essentially how our country is laid out. If we were to have a civil war, I think it would absolutely be the people versus the government. And it would be us fighting drones. That's basically what it would be. It would be people fighting drones. What you're seeing in Ukraine, essentially, is what you would see Civil War-wise here in America. And we'd have to get real guerrilla with it with our drone machines. So
think about how far we come, though. Speaking of Civil War, these guys just lined up fucking 40 yards away from each other and shot.
Yes.
You know what I mean? We went from that to now this guy's just like eating soup in a little dugout.
Dude.
And this drone with some C4 comes in and blows him up.
What's crazy is how archaic it is, though, with the drones. That's what shocked me when I first started seeing it unfold in Ukraine and Russia. For some reason, and it's because I'm a conspiracy nut job and I love the fantasticalness of Hollywood, but I was envisioning, in regards to drone warfare, Skynet style, sleek looking chrome,
right,
super mini jets firing awesome rockets.
So
and
much money.
Yeah,
much money. No. Plastic. Throw some C4 on it.
Yes! And then just nosedive the drone into the people. It's like, but that's genius. That is genius warfare right there.
They literally
man.
just bend two pieces of stripped wire.
Yeah.
And that's what's sticking out in front. And when it hits you, they connect and you blow up.
Oh, that's...
You're talking about, what, $50 in material?
And think of those drones that we were flying in Iraq and in the Middle East during the Iraq and Afghanistan invasions. Those things were the size of frickin' jets, man. I mean, those were huge frickin' drones.
They were big, yeah. Well, they were, yeah.
You know,
those were surveillance drones.
Surveillance drones, right. But
these are just cheap, blow them up.
Oh, it's incredible. I really didn't see that coming, but that's what's so cool about war is you let the war play out, and then you see the reactions, and then the reactions to the reactions, and that's how you get the new modern warfare tech and, ability and game planning. And so
this is going to kill Call of Duty. Like, pretty soon, you're going to be playing a video game of you controlling a guy who's controlling a drone.
Yes, dude.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, drone warfare. I just didn't see it playing out that way, but it makes the most sense. It's the cheapest, and it kind of has me feeling a little bit better about the future of potential warfare if we, the people, do have to take on an oppressive government or militaristic force. You know what I mean? Like, with the Revolutionary War, it was the scrappy guerrilla warfare tactics of the colonists that took the imperialistic war tactics of the British by surprise. That's kind of the future of warfare now here. You can have these massive ships and these super jets and all the technology. You could be firing lasers from space, but I got this drone that I hooked up some C4 into, and I'm just going to fly it right into you, and you're going to explode. And it cost me nothing. So that's pretty cool.
We got a million more.
Yeah, exactly, man. It makes me a little nervous about what China has coming down the pike, because they're all in on the millions of drones.
Those shows they're doing with the drones. Oh, it's crazy.
Oh, man. Project Bluebeam coming at you. I can only guarantee it. And speaking of drones, though, they're starting to utilize drones in ways I never saw coming. But I actually think this is pretty cool. And I'm curious to see what you are thinking about using drones in a school shooting. That's right.
This is the future of school safety.
Our job is if somebody comes in a school with a gun, we respond in 5 seconds.
This is how it would work. Silent alarms in the school alert the company, then drones strategically placed on campus get deployed.
See how, like, wobbly everything just was there? That guy, nothing about him screams excellence.
Oh, man, I had a feeling right off the bat you would not be...
that, like, cardboard... Oh,
I know, but we were just talking about how the cheapest, easiest might be the best. Potentially.
Right, let's see how it goes.
And these drone pilots would navigate remotely from their headquarters in Austin, working in tandem with the school and police.
Did you see those dudes come?
That's the state of our police force.
It's the future of war here.
You're like zoned out. I just think of like Cartman, the World of Warcraft.
That's exactly what I'm thinking.
He's shitting in the bedpan.
Yeah.
Where's the Hot Pockets? Yeah.
Imagine you're in a school, there's an active shooter, you're under your desk, you're protecting your fellow students, and you hear someone over the intercom, don't worry, we have help on the way. And it's just this fat dude on his chair with the headset on.
You just hear... Don't worry, we're getting help.
Stay calm.
It's terrible, dude.
Oh, yeah. No, this is the future, man.
I mean, there's no way they're putting weapons on these things.
Here we go.
Would navigate remotely from their headquarters in Austin, working in tandem with the school and police, inflicting non-lethal damage to the suspect, or dummy in this demo, with pepper rounds and direct impact.
Yeah, dude, that thing took him out, man. Did you see that? It just flew right into him.
Come on. That's ridiculous.
So they can shoot stuff at you.
Non-lethal.
Well, they say that now, but we know where this is headed.
Slippery slope.
It's going to lethal. And by the way, this won't be for school shootings. These fuckers will be patrolling your neighborhood when they do the next COVID lockdown in 2 years. And you can the drone will let you go into your car when you prove via your barcode on your arm that you got your latest booster shot, right? That's going to be...
No barcode. Now the dog is coming.
That's when the dog comes in. That's right, dude.
That's what hauls you in.
All these markings, that's from the drone?
Yeah, so the little holes are from drones, and then these different marks here, these are from the pepper rounds bouncing off the guy's chest.
All of it in effort to buy time.
We want to make sure that person is as degraded as we can in a non-lethal manner so that they're unable to continue murdering children.
Yeah, you're right. They shouldn't have gotten the alcoholic to do the clip there. Less believable in my mind.
All I see is us spending $200 to $300 million and having like one drone in a preschool that doesn't work. You know what I mean? That's all I see from that. Come on.
Yeah, and I think there's some potential here. What I really think this is all about is we're still in defund the police mode. People, especially in suburbia, really don't like cops still. They don't want cops patrolling the school campuses. Here in Denver, they kicked out the cops because the cops made the students feel uncomfortable. All right?
No, we did the same thing. They
kicked out the cops. It was too aggressive to have them roaming the campus. Then there was a school shooting on one of the campuses in Denver. And so what did they do? They created an organization to patrol the premise. Not cops, but cops, right? So it's dudes with guns who are security, but they're not cops. So now everybody's happy.
I got one better for you. They didn't want they did the no cops in schools, so then a lot of these schools in bad neighborhoods had to hire private security, and those security guards are off-duty cops.
Yeah.
So
making a quick side buck. That's good. Side hustle. Excellent.
That's great.
No, I think the drones are for the defunding of the police. Most of these major cities like Denver here, we not only defunded the cops, but then we have this $200 million budget deficit going into next year, $500 million. So they need to fire more people, more layoffs, cut back on cops, and because we still have crime and people speeding, we still need to make revenue from collecting tickets and taxes. We got cameras and drones now. That's what they're doing. So I think all of this is just leading us towards a future where all policing might end up being done by autonomous drones and robots.
And they all just stay at the station controlling the drones.
Yes. Yeah. Which would be good for fellows like ourselves, maybe less racial profiling potentially when we're cruising home on the road.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that would be better or worse.
What, the robot cop?
Yeah, I don't know yet.
Robot cop is worse in all scenarios. We're all doomed if we have the robot cops and the drones and the dog drones. Oh, yeah, because, well, for instance, I got pulled over a few weeks ago And the guy realized I wasn't like an illegal migrant or black or anything, so he let me go on my merry way, gave me a warning, said, hey, take care of that overdue sticker on your license plate there, pal. Right? Where a robot would have just hauled me into jail, probably.
Would you rather a robot cop or a female cop?
Robot cop.
Yeah.
I think
like
we all, yeah.
Better with the robot.
Yeah, the chick cops, they always have something to prove. They got the worst attitude, man.
The
It's
worst. Yeah.
absolutely awful being involved with those chicks.
Yeah, robot cop be indifferent, you know?
I guess so. I don't know about those.
It just doesn't.
I'm a little nervous about the robots, I'm telling you. Speaking of chick cop, that was the only police casualty over the evening last night. Crazed
was
gunman.
this the white guy?
Crazed gunman takes to the streets of New York, trying to shoot people in the NFL offices, apparently, but looks like he missed a beat, didn't go to the right spot.
Himself, huh?
And then he killed himself. The best part about the story, a lot of eagle-eyed sleuths on the interwebs were keen to this right off the bat. Shot himself on the 33rd floor, which is famous because of the 33 degree of masonry. It's the highest level in the Masons. And a lot of people are kind of calling this out for being some sort of Illuminati, Freemasonry, you know what I mean? Some sort of elitist sign to everybody, like something more is to come, or, you know what I mean? Whenever 33 is involved, it's supposedly this signal to all the other elites out there.
Okay. 33.
33. So it was a big deal.
Okay. Who was number 33?
Scottie Pippen.
Scottie Pippen, yeah.
Yeah, Scottie Pippen, number 33.
33.
So let's see here. I'm searching for it, and I found it. And why is this story so interesting? Because we usually don't do shootings on the Dude Man podcast. We typically kind of stray away from that kind of sensationalized propaganda, if you will. The reason it's interesting to me is because CNN just couldn't help themselves when this story was breaking. And I'm sure you've all seen it. It's glorious. It's wonderful. Let's bask in the beauty of accusing white guys for everything.
Who he is?
They do not know who he is. They know he is a male, possibly white. He's wearing sunglasses.
Nothing to white guy.
Appears to have a mustache.
Nothing in the world that pointed to white guy.
The picture of him was clearly, everyone was saying black or Muslim. It was the only like range on the spectrum that people were guessing. CNN goes for white guy.
And that picture has been distributed to every police officer in New York City, particularly has been sent to the phones of the search teams inside that building, because whenever they encounter a group of people, the first thing they have to figure out is that individual among these people hiding?
And of course, they're looking for a white guy. So a good thing they knew who they were looking for there.
The best part is it kind of tricked CNN. They thought they could blame the white guy, but now you already talked about the story. So you can't just stop talking about it once you realize it's a black guy.
Right.
You know?
You have to keep going down the white guy.
No. Now you got to keep reporting on the story.
Right.
You got to admit it was a black guy, and then you got to keep, can't just, brush it under the rug.
Well, what's funny is once it's established that it's not a white guy, you never see the race of the individual in anything. The headlines, like I read through this whole AP article here, they mention his football playing days. They're very big on the fact that he has a history of mental illness and that he suffered from CTE, degenerative brain disease caused from colliding heads on the football field. Nothing about the color of his skin, his ethnicity, his religious beliefs, nothing. They love to jump on it if it's a white guy. But it hasn't been a white guy recently, as of late. It feels like most of these...
Well, the last ones was a trans. That's the problem.
They're all trannies lately.
Yeah.
It's the group with the most mental instability right now. They've got a lot of issues going on, and
they're overflowing with pride.
a lot of pride,
so
man.
much pride.
You can't have too much deadly sin going on in your life. Catches up to you. But it's funny, Trump, he ended the suicide hotline. Did you see this like a week ago?
Well, not the suicide hotline, the trans suicide.
The trans,
or the LGBT,
yes.
whatever.
Exactly.
Suicide hotline.
And I'm a big, I'm a fan of a lot of what the MAGA movement is doing, but I have to say that is a little cruel, actually, because when it comes to suicide, the highest rate of suicide is the LGBT sandwich community.
Right, but can't you just call the suicide hotline?
Yeah, but then you're not going to create all these extra jobs for people.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's not like the suicide hotline's for humans, and then this is for non-humans. So you know what I mean? Like,
yes. Yeah.
Why do you need your specific? I don't know. I thought we were all about integrating and diversity, and
right.
It sounds like you guys are a lot about segregating. Why do we need to have a separate, but equal, LGBTQ?
Good call. They're all about the segregation.
It's crazy.
Yeah, they've been doing this for a while. I know California's huge on it. We might have something like this going on here in Colorado.
Guaranteed.
Well, in California, they have different color alerts when kids go missing.
That is insane.
It's totally bonkers. We have the Amber Alert that everybody knows.
It's for kids. And
but
then
now
the Ember or the what is it?
They have like a purple one for Native Americans, and then they got another one for black kids.
The black one is so racist though. It's literally like the Ebony Alert or something. Like
that?
It's something so it like just sounds terrible.
Oh, man. Yeah, the missing children alert for the black folks is really a sad one because they always go missing looking for the DMV. It's crazy. They're always like on the path for the DMV, and then they get lost. Yeah,
they can't read maps. In California, the Ebony Alert system is used to help find missing black children and young women between the ages of 12 and 25.
Wow, that's so specific. That is crazy, man. They've got a Native American one, too. I'm almost certain.
Yeah, they do. I love this sentence right here. It was created to address the disparity in resources and coverage often experienced when searching for missing people of color. Think about this logic. So we would put out an Amber Alert, but when it was a black girl, nobody cared. So now we're just going to have an Ebony Alert. That way everybody knows not to care from the beginning. Don't even look into it any further. Don't even want to see the name and the age before the race. You know what I mean? Like, nope. So now you look, Ebony Alert? Nah, it's not for me. I don't get what your logic is. You know what I'm saying?
Good call. If they wanted to, like, on some level, prove the system is racist and people are prejudiced, all this stuff, they should have made the black missing kid alert the white alert.
Oh, yeah.
Or like,
yeah.
White girl alert.
How about red alert? This is the highest. Red alert? Oh, my God. This is the highest. You know what I mean? If I get a red alert, I'm checking.
Oh, good call.
You know?
Red alert. Yeah.
It sounds crazy. Red alert?
Yeah, Amber Alert isn't too shocking. It's just the color of your energy. You know what I'm saying?
If you're doing things right. Ebony Alert? That just sounds racist.
It's very racist. Unless there's an Ivory Alert for the white kids. Do we have an Ivory Alert?
See, that's what they should have gone with. You're right. To trick people, do an Ivory
Do the
alert.
opposite. And then when
it's
you
an
start...
Iceland-Greenland situation.
Yes!
You know what I mean?
But then, let's say for a year, we're rolling out the Ivory Alert, and then statistically, shockingly, all these black kids are immediately getting found all the
Nobody's
time.
finding the white kids.
Right. Then you can turn around and say, see, the system is racist, and you people are all prejudiced bigots. Because when it was just a regular alert for a black kid, nobody found the black kid. But suddenly we called it the Ivory Alert, and everyone is scouring the earth searching for this child.
Right. Everybody's getting their dog.
That's right,
Just
dude.
smelling the underwear. Good.
I love the dog with the underwear. That you let him unleash him.
Go get him, boy.
Straight out of Tom Sawyer, man. Hell yeah. That's
I don't know. That just seems crazy. I just don't understand the logic of how that was gonna make it. But like, nobody cared, so now we just made a separate category. You solved it? Are you just trying to drive? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it'd be like in the day when they used to put the missing kid on the milk, and for black people, they only put the missing black kid on the chocolate milk. White kid on the white milk. The black kids, they only get the chocolate milk container. You're not going to get as much out there, you know? Chocolate milk's delicious, but more people buy the white milk.
This is gonna sound racist, but did they let black kids? I wasn't alive at the time of the milk carton. Did they let black kids on the milk carton?
I don't know, because this is at that time where they didn't really care about black people for the most part, I would
That's what
say,
I'm saying.
right?
I've
Yeah.
only seen pictures of white kids on milk cartons.
Yeah, you never have a black kid on milk carton, and
No.
I was just let's see here, kid on.
That would be
So the first Eaton Pats was one of the first children to be featured on a milk carton.
and he was found, right? Because he like just died recently.
Did he really?
Yeah. Something like that. Maybe I made that up. Probably making that up.
You might have made that up. I don't
Yeah,
know
I
if they
think
ever
I did.
found this guy. 70s and 80s, the United States. Let's see here. During the late 70s and 80s, in the United States, missing child cases garnered a great deal of news media attention. Chief among them was the disappearance of Eaton Pats and the kidnapping and murder of Adam Walsh, who was John Walsh's son, who does America's Most Wanted.
Yeah. Oh,
Right
that was a
on.
great show. Great show.
Absolutely. Still on. It's back. He does it with his son now.
No way. The one that didn't get kidnapped.
That's right, man. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not seeing anything with the black kid. They're not specifying, but they stopped using it. It started to fade out in the late 80s and became obsolete when the Amber Alert system was created in 1996.
Okay.
All right. Very
Yeah, just-
interesting. Now, I'm going to go to the images. I typed in black kid on milk carton. And I'm going to be honest with you. I'm only seeing white kids on the milk cartons, unfortunately. I don't think they ever got the black kids on there. I don't think this was a very popular thing.
Oh, dude. So you gotta learn how to AI it. AI says nope. Milk carton campaigns featuring missing children, primarily focused on white children, despite the disproportionate number of missing black children.
Oh, man. No, damn it, dude. We're so racist, man.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Yeah, mostly white kids on the milk carton. Nobody does the milk carton anymore. There's no need for it, though. They should bring it back just for nostalgia. Maybe get people to drink milk again. Maybe not missing kids, but do something fun with it. Get the kids' faces back on the milk cartons.
Okay, well now this is gonna sound a little something here. Milk still comes in cartons, huh? I only buy it in glass.
I don't think it comes in cartons anymore.
But
Yeah.
I haven't bought it in. I don't even really drink milk.
I'm not a big milk guy. I know that we have awesome milk out here. We have a lot of dairy farms, especially in Longmont. One of the best places, Longmont Dairy. Highly recommend it. They do overnight deliveries to your doorstep.
That's awesome.
Glass bottles. And they recycle the glass bottles. So once you're done, you put them back in your cooler, you leave it out front, they take it away, drop you off the next one with the fresh batch. They also give you eggs. In fact, I think I'm going to call them up. I might just sign up for some Longmont Dairy now that I'm talking about
I
it.
wish I could get eggs delivered. Oof.
Oh, yeah.
I go through a lot of eggs.
I do too. I'm a big hard-boiled egg guy. I rock
I got
the
rid of I
hard-boiled.
dropped the sandwich. So now my lunch is just fruit and hard-boiled eggs.
I've been contemplating this.
It's great.
I'm nearing the great 4-0 pretty soon. Yeah, I know. It's oh man. Rough. And so I realized I need to start adjusting my routine, my workouts. I got to increase my workouts now.
Yeah.
I got to start increasing my protein intake and decreasing.
Too bad you don't have a son, because this would be about the age you start measuring his boners.
Right. Oh, yeah.
Compare them to your boners, and then you could live forever. I think
my neighbor's kid, I'm measuring his boners in the middle of the night lately.
You got the ring on his?
That's right. Yeah.
Perfect.
Good neighbor. Very nice neighbor, We're very open with each other.
Hard to compete. Kids hit 96 every night. I always think that was a weird one.
The billionaire guy, who's measuring
trying to live forever.
What a stupid goal. Honestly.
Measuring his boners with his kid.
Take a look around you. Is the world getting better? Do you really want to live another 100 years in this crap hole? Come on, man. No, give me 80, 85. Thanks. I'll see you next time, folks. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'll catch you on the next reincarnation.
85 is good. Yeah, we'll see Haley's Comet. And then I'm out.
To live 200 years even, it's just...
Although, man, you invest now and then you live another 150 years. That's the compounding. You're a billionaire.
I know, but you're not going to... Can you... It all depends on where we get with the regenerative technology and the bio additions, the biotech, where you get the cyborg arms, See,
I'd rather be frozen. How about I put this money away, you freeze me for 100 years, I wake up, I'm a billionaire.
All right, that's not too bad. I don't know. I wouldn't trust the outside world to be able to bring me back.
That's putting a lot of faith in the stock market too.
Right. You could be you could be bankrupt when you get out of there.
You wake up and they're just laughing at you.
And you owe them money.
Bought Tesla?
Yeah. I don't know, dude. I think buying Tesla right now is a good move. It's going to be the company of the future, man. I'm telling you right now, with the robots, they'll be running our lives.
Yeah, they're killing it.
Killing it, man. Mike, it's the fastest hour in the universe. There's absolutely no doubt about it. I know, man. We got plenty more to get to in the second half. I want to thank everybody for hanging out, having a good time, and some great oldies with us. We got DJ Rodfather here on the turntables. He's going to be dishing it out fresh for us, and we will be back after this intermission.
Oh, greatest album.
Oh, man. I'm ready to rock, baby. Yeah.
This night in New York City, smoke like water runs inside. Feel out of the trees to pity every living thing that's died. Gonna hit you right, head for the other side. Leave it all behind, never drink my life. Gonna sail away, sunlight's another day. Freedom on my mind.
Yeah. Wow, man.
Had to let it play out, man. That is
Always with the Boston, man. Of course.
great album.
Yes,
Yeah.
dude. Greatest album in the history of classic rock. All right, man.
I had to agree with you on that one. Got to agree with you.
They don't write them like they used to. Maybe they will someday again. Great stuff, dude. I think I got that on my running playlist, actually. Very
great
nice.
tune.
That's right, man. Well, Mike, we're here. We've made it to the second half. I'm feeling good in my homestead here. You know, I had the water heater replaced a few weeks ago.
Oh, yeah.
Massive destroyer of my credit score and my bank account. And just when I finally got the finances back in line, our main drain puddled up, dude. And we had a nice puddle of sewage water.
You needed the Rodfather.
I needed the Rodfather. Well, we had the guy, the main plumber guy, their Rodfather. He was here the day they were doing all the other stuff. And he said, hey, drain's pretty good, nothing obstructing. You know, we'll let you ride it out, you know, and all this stuff. And they recommended that we do a bypass instead of breaking the cement and doing all the stuff for the washing machine. Because when it drains out that huge flood of water, it's too much for that drain to handle. And so they said, if it gets bad, we'll come back and we'll. One of the guys said, I'll do it off the books. Here's my number. I'll do it for $400. He said,
Perfect.
right. So we had the backup happening. We called them up. The main dude shows up, unclogs the drain, gets the water out, gets the sewage down it, and comes upstairs. He was down there huffing and puffing, man. He had that whole machine. He was rigging it out. Finally comes upstairs after about 10 minutes or so, and I'm just like, hey, man, appreciate it. I literally have my credit card in my hand. I'm willing to take the hit. I know what's going on here. And he goes, hey, man, on me.
Wow.
No charge. Thank you.
Wow.
And you know what? At first, I was shocked. I was very appreciative. I thanked him. I ran to the bedroom to grab some cash. I was just giving him some like tip or something. He already rolled away, dude. He was gone. And super nice guy. Em and I were talking about, which, do you get tips? Do people tip you if you ever give them a free job?
I never get free jobs.
There you go.
You wouldn't believe the tips I get.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
All right, man.
Because the people who know how much I'm saving them, they're paying and tossing me $100.
All right. So I think his buddy's coming to do the secondary part tomorrow on the side. So I'll kick him a little extra cash then. That's what I'll do.
Yeah.
We weren't sure. We were blown away, dude.
You got to
rolls
figure
out-
if you're calling a company, it's a minimum $150 an hour.
Yeah.
Minimum.
All right. So plumber
Yeah.
gives you a freebie. You give him $100.
At least.
Oh man, I missed it. I gotta.
100's always a good. Like you get $100, that's you got a loyal plumber now.
All right. Well, I was shocked by it, but we were talking about it and how maybe it wasn't that shocking because the last time he was here, we were kind of discussing the neighborhood, and we found out that he lives in our neighborhood and hangs out in the same downtown Old Town Arvada where we hang.
Perfect.
And
perfect.
That's when we realized, like, oh, this guy's being super nice because he might run into us.
Oh no, because you're close.
Yes.
Now he knows you're you're
Yes.
his plumber. Those are the best jobs. Somebody right down the
Absolutely.
block. He's
Yeah,
gonna
man.
Come get you for $500.
Oh yeah, no,
$600.
and he told us as
Really
he was
nice.
leaving, he's like, just give me a good review. That's what he said. He's like, you have no idea how important those reviews are. But we're like,
They
all
probably
right,
get
man.
bonuses. What
That's
company was it?
Literally,
Like
it's a family-owned company, actually. So
it's all about reviews, man. You get good reviews.
that's
'Cause
right.
Have you ever looked at the reviews on plumbing sites?
They're rough. Yeah, they're rough.
Who do these guys think they are? You know.
Oh man. So, anyways, I know you were in that world, but I got to experience it on the other side there, and I was really impressed. Local company, family owned, super nice. They recommended the team that came in to do the biohazard cleanup of the downstairs area after the sewage came up.
Oh no.
Yeah.
You did the water restoration?
Well, we had mold on the drywall.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Oh, that's why he gave you the freebie.
absolutely.
Because he gets a bonus for the water cleanup.
Hey, it works out for me. I didn't have to pay 2 times. The crew came in today.
He made more off of the bonus.
Awesome.
Bonus than he would have made off of the rotting.
Perfect.
Oh, man.
I'm happy either way because, dude, the house hasn't smelled this good in like a year. It's unbelievable. I mean, there was something dying down there that they cleaned out. It's fucking awesome, man. Very happy about the experience. I don't even know what they charged me. I haven't even looked at the bill. I just left the credit card there. I'm like, just take it. Just take the credit card, actually. Just go with it. Take it home with you. Oh,
That's
man.
terrible. Did
Home
they go through
ownership.
your insurance?
No.
Uh,
Are you supposed to go through the insurance?
yeah, that's gonna be a hefty bill.
Oh, they already charged us. It was like $800.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah, no, everyone's really cool around here, man. I don't know why we're getting deals under the table, cash only. Everyone's like, yeah, just keep calling us.
All right, yeah.
Got the money pit here. I'm living in the
Cash
money
is-
pit.
Yeah, home ownership, man. That's what
It is.
comes with it.
It is classic home ownership. We've been here for 5 years, and everything was new when we bought the house, allegedly, and now it's all 5 years worn and old, and everything's dying and cracking and falling
That
apart.
water heater is like 20 years old.
The water heater was 13 years old, I think.
Yeah, that was old.
It was old for sure. Yeah. But cool experience. I'm glad that it is over with. It does seem like I'm endlessly just spending money on this house. And ultimately, in the end, because of the politics of Colorado, the destruction of Denver, this house will lose all financial meaning. And it'll just,
it'll be
all
worthless.
value in this property will plummet in the next year or two. And I will walk away with nothing. That's basically what will happen here.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. That's right.
Better than less than nothing.
That's right. But maybe I'm thinking too far into the future. Maybe I don't have much to worry about financially or even with the house, considering scientists give chilling update on the mysterious interstellar object racing through our solar system as they warn it's even bigger than we thought.
No.
Yeah, man. Have you heard about this beaster?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. We got
Just like that umumame, whatever. Remember that?
yeah, onomatopoeia. It was
yeah.
that was this guy, the gigantic cigar-shaped asteroid meteor that blazed through from interstellar
It
space.
Sped up.
Yes, they claim it sped up.
Yeah.
2017 that guy came through.
A long time ago.
Pretty
huh?
crazy. And so now we have this little guy who's not little at all. He's actually pretty huge. And he too is traversing space at a phenomenal speed. And they're claiming that the trajectory and the speed that it's cruising indicates it's not natural and that it's potentially... It could be like a weapon or it could be like a ship. They're saying that there's something going on with this guy. It's perfectly arriving in our solar system and crossing paths exactly with Mars and then Jupiter. And then we will see it. It'll go behind the sun after Jupiter. And so we won't be able to see it when it's like kind of in our neighborhood, basically, in the solar system. So there's this scientist from Harvard, I think it is, and he's out there saying like this could possibly be a hostile alien, and that it's a Harvard astronomer, and he's claiming that it's like speeding up, and the trajectory, it's like almost too perfect of where it's going to land right by the sun. And we need to be prepared for potentially November. We could have an alien mothership like landing in our sun zone, basically.
How crazy would that be, though?
Folks, you thought I was pissed off with the chemtrails blocking the sun? Imagine my rage when an intergalactic mothership blocks the sunlight.
Wait a minute. The illegal aliens? They're blocking the sun?
Can we get Tom Homan up into space and get rid of these characters?
That's all you need. Tom Homan.
We'll send up Tom Homan to negotiate with the illegal aliens.
I love it because you always know when a Republican is doing very good at his job. Because they attack him, and then he disappears. You haven't seen anything or heard anything from Tom.
Yes.
Tom who? You know what I mean? All you see is like a little blip in the corner of CNN. Like there was only eight people last month crossed the border. 8. No interview with Tom Homan. I mean, maybe a congratulations. You know.
Great call. I don't even hear the Pod Save America bros complaining about him. Nothing, dude.
It doesn't even exist.
Because it doesn't matter what side of the aisle you are on. You have to admit it's way better for America to have the border closed. Like you need to protect
the poison out of the food. You also don't hear about RFK anymore.
I know. That's
who? Never even heard of a Kennedy. Remember that guy that jumped off your ship, jumped on this ship? Now he's killing it. He's got poison out of the food. I don't know.
It's so funny how you and I sit here and we were just like, man, MAGA world and or Maha with RFK, like they're doing great things, and Trump with the border and with the tariffs, which are actually boosting the economy. Like
even Bill Maher is like, well, I guess
But it's like all this good shit's happening. These people, the MAGA world on the internet, man, nothing satisfies these clowns.
Oh no,
They're RFK.
Give us Epstein.
Yeah, I know.
Right, we know he fucked the kid on Epstein's plane. Come on.
But they're even like, oh, Kennedy's not doing enough. He's not stopping enough. He's not like, dude. Still, I can't even believe I'm saying this. We're not even in the double digits of months from when Trump took office yet, dude. It's still 6 months.
The funniest thing on the pod, I think it was Pod Save America, was talking about the tariff thing, and they're like, he's taking credit for the economy. This isn't his economy.
What?
Frank, he's only been in office for 5 months. It takes a couple years for your policies.
No.
He was in that chair for 3 hours before you guys were like, look at the chicken prices. The eggs were his fault. 1 week into his administration. Now, 5 months later.
They blamed a dip in the market on the tariffs in May. I distinctly remember it was May.
Now it's only 5 months in. We're at only 5.
Well, in May, Trump's tariffs are killing the market, but then in July, Biden's administration is saving the economy.
It's Bidenomics.
It's Bidenomics. Bidenomics. What moron came up with that idea? That's incredible. The worst economy in the history of modern America, and they gave us a name for it. That's amazing. That's Bidenomics.
Dude, that chart they posted of the inflation.
Oh my God, I have that somewhere. Yeah.
Insane. I can't believe the Democrats were trying to get Trump with this chart. And all it showed was that there was extreme inflation during the 4 years that Joe Biden was in office.
I think whoever you posted it from deleted the actual post, so it's not.
It was posted by the Democrats.
They deleted it, bro. Oh
yeah,
my
because
God.
dude, it was their account that posted it.
I'm just gonna show the page that comes up so people can see. Mike sent me the text with the link to the DNC posted
their Twitter account, X account.
And now when you click on it, this is what happens.
It was their like gotcha to Trump because hot dogs were like 5 cents more this year than last year. But then the chart just showed everything skyrocketed during Joe Biden's 4 years. And now they've leveled off inflation wise.
That is too funny, dude. They played
They had
themselves.
to delete it.
They
Yeah,
played
they're
themselves,
idiots.
man.
Who the fuck is running the show over there? It's a bunch of clowns.
The DNC is screwed, man. They got nothing going on. I mean, who's the leader of the DNC?
Name one man in the DNC.
They got nothing, man. I mean, they're already talking J.D. Vance for 2028, and there's a lot of big personalities on the Republican side. Dude, there's not. I mean, they have Jasmine Crockett and AOC.
They're talking about running her in 2020.
I believe it, dude. They're constantly streaming clips of this chick yelling at people through the microphone. She's really retarded. She's definitely a low IQ individual. She's in my range of low IQ, actually.
Where's Trump? You're dumb for a plumber. Jesus.
Oh man, crazy stuff. That's hilarious that they deleted that. That really blows my mind. Well, we have more important things going on in the world, fortunately, Mike.
Well, there's so much racism and
there's racism.
People talking about genes.
And good genes. That's right. There's racism and good genes. Oh boy, some leftists online are accusing Sydney Sweeney and American Eagle of fascist propaganda. You won't believe this.
Okay, so here's what happened. The actress, known for her roles in Euphoria and The White Lotus, launched an ad campaign with clothing brand American Eagle to promote a new line of their jeans. The tagline, Sydney Sweeney has great genes, and several of the ads directly address the genetic homophone. The ads were slammed for, at the very least...
Look at her! Yeah, those are good genes. Those are good genes.
She's a babe, man.
This
Come
is so
on.
hot.
Yeah. Are you kidding me?
I'm sorry, she's not 6'4", broad shoulder, fucking Michelle Obama. You know what I mean?
The outrage over this is so fucking funny, man. Finally a company's embraced a beautiful white person, and now we're all Nazis. That's the storyline, right? Hilarious, man.
That's the genetic homophone. The ads were slammed for, at the very least, being in poor taste. At the most, they were saying they're fascist propaganda with racial undertones.
Meanwhile, the ads were praised on the right for marking the end of woke advertising, with Glenn Beck slamming a 2019 ad that featured a plus-sized black woman and saying that Sweeney's ad campaign is, quote, directly aimed at American men, the kind of men that everyone has said for the last 10 years should be ashamed of themselves. All right. Good stuff in my book. And
so fantastic.
I don't understand what the hoopla is over, actually, but I got one of the commercials.
How could you argue that she doesn't have good genes? She's one of the hottest women on earth.
Absolutely gorgeous, dude. She's bringing boobs back, man. Like, come on. I've been talking about this for years.
I actually I don't think I've ever seen any, like, anything nude. I actually didn't really know who she was.
Right. Yeah, I only know her because Emma's into the White Lotus, and that's and then Euphoria. Emma's been watching a lot of this
she's
chick
an
shows.
actor?
Yeah.
I thought she was a porn star.
No.
Oh, that makes this even funnier.
This is what's so good.
Oh, I thought they were outraged because she's like a porn star and everything.
No, she's a very well-known good actress. She's in very popular shows and movies. I mean, she's very famous right now. She's
dude, no way.
That's what makes this so outrageous, man. Look, here's the commercial.
Down from parents to offspring, often determining traits like hair color, personality, and even eye color.
Like, this is very sexual. I thought she was a...
My genes are blue.
Sydney Sweeney has very genes.
Oh, yeah!
So hot. Damn.
Showing!
Yeah,
absolutely, man. All right. I'm a huge fan of this because this morning, and I think I have it here, which is really funny. I do my workout usually around between 4 and 4:30 in the morning. Our local news doesn't kick on till 4:30 here. So 4 to 4:30, I usually tune into the national stuff. They usually, Good Morning America has like a pre-news show before the Good Morning America. That's usually what I check out. And they did this quick little ditty on this whole Sydney Sweeney thing, which I found to be really funny.
Time to check the pulse. We begin with the backlash over a new ad campaign featuring actress Sydney Sweeney.
Yeah, the ads are for American Eagle, and the tagline is, Sydney Sweeney has great genes. Now, in one ad, the blonde-haired, blue-eyed actress talks about genes as in DNA being passed down from her parents.
The play on words is being compared to Nazi propaganda with racial undertones.
All right, it's
That's exactly what I thought when I saw her. Nazi
propaganda, racial undertones. That news was on this morning when I'm sitting there. They did this news segment and cut to commercial. All right, and I wish I had recorded this, but I'm not exaggerating. They had 4 commercials. 4. The first one was a black lesbian for Mucinex. The second one was a black couple having their dishwasher worked on, and the guy working on the dishwasher, black guy. Okay?
Oh.
The next commercial was a car commercial of some sort, and it was a black guy and a white chick. And then they interacted with an Asian woman.
Of course.
Right? and then the fourth commercial, black lesbian, to cap it off for a Crest toothbrush commercial. It's just a black lesbian brushing her teeth, right? I'm like, what am I watching here? You guys literally complain. You got one company, one commercial, one white chick. We're all Nazis now. It's Nazi propaganda. It's white supremacy, right? Everything is over.
Frank, I don't know if you noticed. Her initials are SS.
Oh, what? What, dude?
It's SS, dude. We're Nazis. How dare you find her attractive?
I just love
not good genes.
They're bashing the commercial because it's a white blonde chick, and then they go to commercial, nothing but black people. No. And they're claiming it's racial undertones to even just have a white chick in there. What about the racial undertones of not allowing a single white man in any commercial for the last 5 years?
Well, but just saying she has great genes is not saying anybody that doesn't look like her has bad genes.
Well, I would say me compared to her, I have bad genes. She has good genes.
Great genes. But Mike Tyson behind you, very good genes.
Great genes, yes, absolutely.
Not a blonde hair, blue-eyed female, you know.
Great call. They don't call me Iron Frank. They call him Iron Mike, right? There's a reason.
LeBron James, great genes until they mess it up with an mRNA vaccine. Right?
Then you get Bronny, Jason.
See, they should make their next commercial with Bronny. I had great genes. Now I just have great genes. You know
yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm very thrilled about the backlash here. I sent the article I sent you about this morning. I also sent it to Emma. And I said, it's supposed to be rainy on Thursday. We're going to the mall, and we're buying some American Eagle.
Oh, wow. What are you, 4 years old? 14 years
Yeah, that's right. I'm doing it, baby.
old? All right. Well,
They got good
congratulations.
belts. They got good belts. I'm gonna get a belt.
Good belts. You can get some jeans. Their jeans are terrible.
No, I like Levi's. I rock the Levi's, and I order them.
Levi's.
I order them straight from the website, from the Levi source, and because my waistline hasn't changed in 15 years, so I know my size, and I order up the Levi's. Man, they ship to my house. Same thing with the shirts. I get these American Apparel, made in L.A. I'm all about the made in Americana, my man.
Yeah, that's what I do. I do the ones that are made in America. You know what? I was really happy. It was a good sign. I went to the Meijer down the street. They had the only jeans I wear, and there was only one pair in my size.
Damn.
Had to buy it.
Yeah, that's a sign from God.
I did
That's
the Carhartt.
all
Carhartt
right.
jeans are great.
Are those the best jeans?
Oh, they last forever. Like
Really?
that pair I bought, I don't need another one until probably 2040.
What? Damn.
Locked in, you know?
That's why I like the Levi's. I refresh my Levi arsenal like every 3 years or so. 4 years, maybe.
Yeah. Oh, if you get a few years out of jeans, those are good.
Well, you have to get the premium Levi's. They give it the good stitching. If you get the base regular stuff that they ship to Macy's and all the other stores, that you're going to get the hole in the crotch within 6 months every time, no matter what.
Yeah, well, you got to stop rubbing yourself.
I can't help it. I'm watching all these commercials with Sydney Sweeney. I mean, I'm getting excited over here, man.
Poor guy.
But I was talking about this last year, how with MAGA coming in and Trump, the America movement or the resurgence, and what we need is beers and boobs, man. We need people to get back to basics. You know,
to the blowjobs, beers, and boobs.
And boobs, man, yeah. So still not seeing those blowjobs, though. Maybe that comes after the beer and the boobs, I'm hoping.
I think they just get less frequent as you get older.
Yeah, it does seem that way, doesn't it? Right, yeah. That's why you got to make the money, young fellas. Make the money.
Make the money.
Yeah. And then you can find yourself in 10 years rubbing down yourself in a baby pool filled with baby oil and watching your wife get banged by a whore.
Every man's dream. You know?
Oh, yeah. All right, man. Well,
yeah,
good
that's crazy.
stuff.
The outrage is awesome.
The outrage is awesome.
They just have nothing to be outraged about. That's the problem. Things are going too good.
Yeah, you're right.
You know,
absolutely.
They have to find something.
Yeah, and their protests aren't working anymore. No. It's almost like whenever the money dried up for U.S. aid, so did the crowds at these protests.
So much bullshit has ended.
Dude.
It's crazy. Everywhere you looked in like 2020 and you were like, where are these people getting the money? All those are gone. That's all gone.
All gone. And now basically the protests I'm seeing they're pathetic looking, quite frankly. It doesn't look like, you can tell that what was going on where you had boomers genuinely showing up to these things. And then you had all the paid affiliates showing up and the NGOs and everybody. But real quick, Mike, did you see the side-by-side of this year's American Eagle ad versus 2019's?
No.
How far we have gone, how far we have gone. America is back, people.
Oh, my God.
America is back. On the left side, we have a blue-haired, massive black woman. I'm guessing a lesbian. I just have to assume it's a lesbian. And then on the right, we have the gorgeous Sydney Sweeney, looking boobacious and spectacular. So
skinny, big boobs. Yeah, natural hair.
That's right, man.
Well, I mean, it's dyed, but it's natural-ish.
But speaking of these protests and the U.S. aid basically financing the fake outrage that you see permeating in the streets, there's a group that does it. They get paid handsomely for organizing these things. I found a ridiculous interview with a guy who runs a place. He's like the Augustus Dorico of protesting, basically. He you know what I'm saying? He's the regular dude that the CIA funnels money into, so we blame the dude, right? So apparently there's
Hey, just post this on your Facebook, and then like 20,000 people show up. There's pallets of bricks being dropped off at the corner. He's like, what the fuck is that? I have 5 followers. What's going on?
Yeah, man. So this dude, he runs a company. I don't know if they're called Crowds on Demand. I think they are, but the service they offer is Crowds on Demand. So when you saw the No Kings protests a month ago, and then they did those outrageous, I had neighbors going to the Tesla dealership down the street doing protesting for the Tesla. Oh, dude, so ridiculous.
Retarded.
But it was silly. We got a good laugh out of it. But when you really dig into it, you're like, wait, who's organizing this stuff? Like, who's paying for all this crap? Who's behind it? We realize it's the NGOs, U.S. aid, and the CIA, or the 3-letter agencies. They funnel money into these private companies like Crowds on Demand, who get all the Antifa guys together and they start bashing your street. Let's get into it. This is awesome.
Have the organizers of the July 17th demonstrations approached you?
And yeah, I don't know why, even on News Nation, everybody in news is gay. I don't know what the deal
is this
but
the journalist or the crazy guy doing the...
This is the journalist.
Oh,
yeah.
Jesus Christ.
They're all gay. Apparently you have to be gay to go to journalism school. I think that's the prerequisite.
Interests aligned with...
And you also have to be gay to run Crowds on Demand.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
I think I figured out why I'm failing in life.
Yeah, man. We went down the wrong path, my man.
The organizers of the July 17th movement have approached us, and in fact, we rejected an offer that probably is worth around $20 million.
$20 million?
Correct. I mean, this is a nationwide thing.
So this was for the protest that you all probably missed. It was on the 17th, I think, or a week ago, maybe.
12 days ago.
Yeah, there was a protest that happened like a week ago or so, and this guy was queried to do the Crowd on Demand for it, offered $20 million for a contract for one day to get crowds to protest Trump. That's why it feels so inorganic and fake.
Yes.
That's why you really don't engage with a lot of people every day who are all amped up for the big protest on the weekend.
You don't even hear about it.
Don't even hear about it, man, because it's phony, man. This dude gets a shit ton of money from the DNC, and they stage these protests. They literally pay people money through Craigslist. You can go on Craigslist and find the ads. And like, hey, we'll pay you $100, show up for 3 hours and just carry this sign. Okay. All right. I think they offer more than 100, but either way, that's how this whole thing kind of plays out.
Right. It's not to say I would have made $20 million personally, but the value of the contract would have been worth around that amount nationwide to organize.
Is this guy AI? I'm starting to think...
I don't know if I believe who he is. Yeah,
I don't think this is a real human being, actually. He looks
Could just be a Zuckerberg effect, you know?
That's right. He's too smooth. That's the problem. Too smooth.
Huge demonstrations around the country.
The uncanny valley.
There is. That's what it is. I swear, dude.
I don't know.
I'm looking at something CGI going on here. I don't know what it is.
Personally, I just don't think it's effective. So I'm not trying to call myself virtuous for rejecting it. What I'm saying is, I'm rejecting it not because I don't want to take the business, but because, frankly, this is going to be ineffective. It's going to make us all look bad.
Yeah, the dude denied the contract because it wasn't worth his time, bro. Come on.
It's going to make us all look stupid.
Yeah.
Listen, we did the kafifis with the fucking Palestine, but this is too far.
When they opened up that Tesla diner last week, I saw a picture on Twitter. It was this frumpy, blue-haired, he-she lady fella with a mask on, and they were standing next to their Nissan, beat up Nissan with the crunched-in back door, and they were standing there with an anti-Tesla sign. The only one. It was just one person
so sad.
with the mask protesting Tesla. It's like, and I feel bad for that person because clearly psyoped. You know, the media has controlled this human being into hating Tesla, the only guy inventing anything in the modern era right now. Like, nonsensical to hate that man. But
they think they're going to be on the right side of history, though.
But to be there at the diner, we watched the clip of the diner. The people were having a blast at that diner.
I know. Imagine just sitting outside there, like, just fuck
with the face mask on, like angry. Yeah, that's right. You're all Nazis. You know, like that's.
And you just hear like cups cheering,
like,
yeah,
crowds haranguing, and laser lights.
The movie's going on.
Movie. You got the hot chicks on the roller skates cruising around, smiling.
And you just got your little Elon sign. Motherfucker. So sad.
Without crowds on demand, without the NGOs and U.S. aid, what do you get with these Tesla protests? The lone, frumpy, masked up, blue-haired person. You know, that's all you actually have. That's that's your grassroots hatred of Trump.
Shame on the diner, though. They should have just invited her in.
I think they brought her out a milkshake or something, you know. Yeah, that's good call, dude.
Come on, Ed. Just join the party. You can always protest tomorrow.
Right. You know? we'll let you bring the sign in. Come on.
We'll put it up for you.
Yeah, that's
You know, like a kid's drawing right there on the fridge.
Yeah, exactly, dude.
Perfect.
Oh man, so funny, but yeah, this is where we're at with the crowds on demand, with the whole anti-Trump movement. It's a lie, man. Trump's doing great economically. The country's in a great spot. Culturally, look at our ads now. We got Sydney Sweeney instead of a fat black lesbian doing jean commercials. I mean, we're in the right place, man. So there's
I'm
not
saying no black woman either. Just
no. So this
not
was
400 pounds.
Yeah. There is a picture from a jean advertisement. It might have been American Eagle, but it was a jean advertisement, and it was Beyonce with these short cutoff jeans laying out on a diner countertop, and she looked hot. It's a great picture. It's an awesome spread. It's a good
Beyonce
advertisement.
has good jeans.
Also good jeans, absolutely.
Good jeans.
Some would say Sydney Sweeney-esque jeans, right? Was a little racist? Yeah.
Well, dude, we got to get to it because we've been pushing it off for a while. What's the Tony Fauci?
The time has arrived.
Yeah. He's even on the pictures. You know?
I know. I kept because I wanted to keep putting it in our mind because it's
Top
a good.
of mind.
It's top of mind. So the past, I want to say 2 weeks. Behind the scenes in Congress, on Capitol Hill, they've been having testimonies from people who worked at NIH, and they're testifying about the gain-of-function research that they were participating in over the last decade or so, but most particularly, they're focusing on what was going on in the gain-of-function laboratories in the lead-up to the COVID pandemic and the lockdowns. And over again, one name keeps popping up in these testimonies.
Bill Gates?
And so you know it. We got the one and the only.
Specifically did
Rand Paul here, and he's going to give us a quick little lowdown or briefing, if you will, on what we've been hearing out of these testimonies in these closed-door sessions.
The New York Times is reporting that Joe Biden's former chief of staff, Jeff Zients, was the one who approved the Autopen's use for the...
This is how I know there's reptilians on this planet. This guy, Zients. I think he's a reptilian. All right, so...
Well, I actually thought they just cut to Rand Paul. Isn't that just... Looks almost identical.
Oh my god, it really does, dude. Holy cow.
Like twins, dude. It's just a bloated Rand Paul, dude.
Rand Paul after a bender, right?
You know?
Yeah. Just a Rand Paul with a double chin. Good call, man.
All you white guys look the same.
That's right.
Bad genes.
Bad genes.
Jeff Zients was the one who approved the Autopen's use for the 11th hour pardons. That's the night before Joe Biden left office. They started pardoning all these people.
The night before Joe Biden left, they, I think, pardoned thousands of people.
It was like 2,300 people.
It was, it was like all recent presidents combined into one outing, basically.
It was anybody that ever shook hands with Joe Biden pardoned for 15 years. Whatever that Ukraine invasion was.
Well, we're at this point now where they've stopped pretending Joe Biden signed anything. They're admitting like he barely signed anything. We had the Autopen.
It's not killing me that they're admitting it. It's killing me that they're acting like we all didn't already know.
That's
that
it.
Joe Biden
yes.
was senile.
Right.
And you guys were running the show. You were doing shady shit.
Yes.
You were pardoning everybody.
And when the Autopen information came out a few weeks back, it was like Jill Biden and a couple close confidants in the inner circle of the Oval Office getting down and dirty with that Autopen. But now we're finding out this freako dude Zentz, who I've never heard of, was signing shit at the 11th hour. And like,
no, remember you played the clip and it was like 4 pictures, and they're like, these were the people that had
Right.
access. Now you can't even fit all the pictures on this.
No, it's like 30 different people. It was AIDS, and that's why thousands of people got pardoned, because it was just random people going in there and just pushing the Autopen button on the pardon for their buddy who's been in jail for cocaine or something like that. It's really insane what happened. But when it comes to the Fauci pardon, that's where things get interesting.
The pardons included a preemptive pardon for General Mark Milley, a preemptive pardon for Dr. Anthony Fauci. Now, you are reissuing your criminal referral of Anthony Fauci to the Department of Justice. Your reaction to now Jeff Zients being the one who pardoned Fauci, okay? It wasn't Joe Biden. He was pardoned by Jeff Zients.
Yeah, my first question is, who knew? Who knew that there was a President Jeff Zients and he was in charge of pardons? I mean, it is really shocking and, in all likelihood, criminal. Now, will they try to backpedal and say Biden was somehow involved? I think that's what they'll try. But an Autopen pardon, preemptive pardon, there's a lot to go on here. The only way we could actually get this into court is hopefully the DOJ would do their job, indict Anthony Fauci for the felony of lying to Congress, and then take it to court, and then they can plead that he has been pardoned, but then the court can judge whether the pardon is valid. So the only way we get this into court is someone who's been pardoned will have to be indicted, and I would promote that Anthony Fauci is the prime specimen for this.
So I believe he said that he didn't do gain-of-function research. What specifically did Fauci lie about in front of Congress?
About gain-of-function research. And in fact, we have him contradicted by several other members of the NIH who testified and said, of course, it was gain-of-function research. We also have the own words of the people receiving the money. The people receiving the money, the people who were the conduit with Wuhan, China, was a group called Eco Health Alliance. We have notes from them going back to the NIH saying, thank you for restarting our gain-of-function money. They actually acknowledged that it was gain-of-function. So, no, I don't think he has a leg to stand on here. And there are many observers of this who believe that he did lie and that he continued to change and modify the definition. In fact, one time when he testified, the NIH had changed the definition right before his testimony. In the hours before he came to testify, they had changed it on the website to a new definition. So he was playing games with words, but he wasn't being honest. They were taking viruses, they were combining live viruses, and they were making them more dangerous. They're growing them in human cells, which allows them to adapt and be modified to be spread more quickly among humans. And that's in all likelihood what happened with COVID. It was an animal virus grown in human cells and adapted over time to become contagious. And that's why when it took off, it wasn't like the bird flu. Right now, the bird flu can infect humans, but it doesn't go human to human. That's the way most animal viruses are to begin with, not very contagious from human to human. But this virus, COVID-19, when it first affected humans, it went through the human population, went around the world, and that indicates that this was not just your typical animal virus, but in all likelihood an animal virus that had been pre-adapted in the laboratory.
Yeah. I told you that was worth it, right? That was a beefy clip, man. Yeah. And we always kind of give Rand Paul a hard time because he never seems to actually come through on this, but there were some valid information in that little clip there where he's saying, no, we're recommending him criminal referral for the gain of function. They've already interviewed NIH employees who have now proven through their testimonies that Fauci lied under oath to Congress.
I love the idea of challenging his pardon.
Yes.
In the courts. Ooh.
Man, for me, I'm getting chills just thinking about it because from the day I saw that piece of shit walk out into the field and throw that first pitch, man, I've just always wanted justice for what has occurred.
It was a whole year of like he was the kid in Game of Thrones.
Yes.
The Kid King. You know what I mean? Where you're just like everything was working in his favor. You're just like, I want this motherfucker to die. Why would you die? You know?
So, and then when we were following it and he did those hilarious depositions with Rand Paul or whatever when he was being questioned in Congress and Rand Paul, you don't know what you're talking about and all that stuff. It was freaking great, but he obviously was lying in those moments. I mean, you and I are just laymen and we were like, whoa, that dude's lying, like right there. He's straight up lying about it. Like, so they got him now. And with the pardon in place, he can't plead the fifth like everybody's doing for Joe Biden stuff. You know, all his doctors and everybody, they're pleading the fifth and saying they can't tell you what was going on with his mental health. So Fauci can't do anything. He's going to have to go in and spill the beans, be truthful. But if we could get rid of that pardon, get this guy in some sort of criminal whatever trial or something, then that will be a victory for humanity in my book. We will have
happen.
Something to just to grasp out of this whole debacle. You know, that we got nobody to blame. We know who to blame. We know whose fault this whole thing was. It was Tony Fauci's.
It was Tony Fauci, yeah, 100%.
He's the guy to blame.
A virus that went around the world that you guys claim killed millions of people.
Right.
Yeah. Nobody cares. Nobody wants to get to the bottom of it. Just Rand Paul.
I think we as a society demand a pound of flesh for the COVID-19 lockdowns and the propaganda and the lies and everything. And that pound of flesh.
It down.
The stream down, the slow down.
You know what I mean? We recommended the close downs and the shutdowns.
The phase down.
There was no lockdown.
The pound of flesh is Tony
I can't
Fauci.
wait for his defense on this one. There was no gain of function. We added, Frank, we added function. We took away function. There was no gain of function. Yeah, you add, you subtract. No gain. There's no gain. I can't wait.
Yeah. Oh man, it's gonna be so good. The mental gymnastics he's gonna have to perform to twist everything around.
I'm surprised you can't see. You're the eye surgeon, Rambo. Can't see the difference between gain and add. Dude, the nerve of these people though to change the definition right before this guy goes to testify.
Come on.
How corrupt are you?
They changed the definition of vaccine when they rolled out the mRNA
The
vaccines.
poison.
Yes. Like, well, this thing kills people, doesn't save anyone, so we got to change the definition of vaccine real quick.
Definition went from something that stops you from getting a virus to something that might kill you, and you're still gonna get the virus.
Yeah, the new definition of vaccines is you'll get the virus in 2 weeks and you'll have myocarditis. Actually, that's the new protocol. Yeah.
That's great. But don't worry, we got something that will give you diaper mouth.
It is crazy. They're rolling out mRNA tech though for all these other new vaccines. I think they have like mRNA flu vaccine, the AIDS vaccine. I think that we talked about a few weeks back. That also, I believe, is mRNA technology. And I don't know if the spike protein is specific to SARS-CoV-2 or what the spike protein is in regards to the mRNA. But if the spike protein is in all mRNAs, then all these people are getting the same results. They're getting the myocarditis, right? If they're taking flu mRNA.
I would assume. And man, Everybody go read the real Anthony Fauci.
Yeah, man. It's
HIV hasn't even been proven
to exist.
To cause AIDS.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, we now have VAIDS. That's what we have now.
That's for sure.
Everybody's got vaccine-induced autoimmune disease. And, all right, so a lot of promises still from Rand Paul. We've yet to see action of any type.
Never materializes, you know?
I know, that's kind of what
it's
bugs
a
me.
slow-moving train.
Right, but maybe that's how, Congress, government, moves slow, works slow.
But, and the problem is we're so stupid and we got goldfish memory as the public. So, like, Rand Paul, it seems like he's been doing it for 8 years, but really he only had the power to do it for 2 years here, 2 years there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
The rest of the time.
Also, how prepared are people and the general public for information that might shock them to their very core? A lot of people live in this fantasy world where the unvaccinated are the plague rats and the people who made the wrong choice. Right? So if Fauci has to admit everything and come clean with the reality of not just the origins of COVID and how they created it, but also the fact that they hid all the information about the data, about the vaccines, and all the stuff they knew that happens to people from taking these shots. You're going to have a lot of angry, confused, and just disturbed humans out there. It could be bad for society. I mean, you were mentioning earlier how, slowly you're starting to encounter people who are aware the shots were bad news.
Yeah.
And when we get a final confirmation or a declaration, let's say, that...
September.
Right? You get the September declaration from Kennedy about the aluminum in the vaccines. Maybe sidle up to that a nice congressional hearing with Fauci where he has to admit everything about the origins of the virus as well as the vaccines. I mean, we could have a really incredible, grand awakening of the public, but that could be pretty intense. I mean, 80% of people took these shots, man.
Yeah.
So
I think a lot of people just will refuse to believe it.
They'll have to.
You can't shatter that illusion.
I mean, when you do, you can have riots in the streets, legitimate riots. You won't have to pay crowds on demand if.
I think nobody will pay attention.
Yeah, that, and also the beauty of the scenario is the vaccines injured so many people. Nobody has the energy to take to the streets and protest about what's going on. Right?
I got myocarditis.
That's right, dude. Everybody's stroking out on the side, man. So yeah, pretty crazy. I'm excited, but I'm also a little nervous for the exposure that will occur. I think we could see some kind of extreme scenarios playing out in the real world because of it. People's reactions.
Well, speaking of all that, what do you got on RFK Jr. With the peanut allergies?
I didn't think you were going to say anything about that. Actually, that's so funny, dude.
Oh, I mean, we're on the topic.
Might
as well bring it home with some
I
RFK.
know.
The hero of the... We talked about the villain, Anthony Fauci. Now we got the hero.
Let's see here.
RFK.
We got the hero. Well, I think I got this one. Let's see here. All right, I think this might be it.
You could do Ryan Ruth if you want.
Yeah, I don't have the right clip for some reason. We'll do the Ryan Ruth. Let's do it.
Yeah, fuck it. Fuck you, RFK. You know what we have in common with the media? We forgot about RFK.
That's right. Yeah, he's doing too good. Too much good,
too
man.
Good.
I think the peanut allergy was he had the governors get together, and Jared Polis and a bunch of other idiots questioned him on, peanut allergies and all this stuff, and he went down the route of the vaccines and all that, and how he has a son with allergies and all this stuff. I can't remember why I loved the clip so much, and I can't even find it. So that works out great for us and the docket, ultimately. What we have forgotten, though, about as a society and as Americans is not the fact that Trump was almost assassinated in Butler, but there was a second attempt at his golf course in New Jersey, right? And that was Ryan Ruth was the guy who was a Ukrainian sympathizer and
had gone to Ukraine, right?
The story behind this guy is really strange. And
had no money, but had money for like a $15,000 weapon and trip to Ukraine.
Yeah, man. And so the court case is starting to happen, or it's getting going, and we're now starting to get a little bit of information about Ryan Ruth and what took place that fateful day.
On then former President Trump's life while he was playing golf last September. Correspondent Griff Jenkins has the latest developments.
In a motion filed Monday, the government says 1 month prior to Ryan Ruth's alleged attempt last September to assassinate President Trump at his Palm Beach golf course, Ruth tried to purchase a rocket-propelled grenade or anti-aircraft missile.
What? You know, like, that's kind of a detail that slipped under the radar when they were reporting on this guy. What?
Whoa.
Yeah. That's a serious weapon. Yeah, man.
From an associate he believed to be a Ukrainian with access to military weapons. Communicating through an encrypted messaging app, Ruth allegedly asked his associate to, quote, "Send me an RPG or Stinger and I will see what we can do. Trump is not good for Ukraine." He sent the associate an image of Trump's campaign plane, writing, "Trump's plane, he gets on and off daily." And the government argues Ruth signaled his intent when he wrote, "I need equipment so that Trump cannot get elected."
It's crazy because around this time, Alex Jones was ranting and raving like a lunatic about RPG surface-to-air missiles taking out Trump's plane prior to the election.
Wow.
So Alex Jones was right. He was right on the money, man. The deep state had a player out on the field trying to get an RPG or surface-to-air missile to take out the plane. I mean, that's really on the nose. And by the way, the frogs are gay still, folks, so just keep that in mind.
The
Alex
frogs
Jones,
are gay.
he's
Along
always
with the kids.
That's right.
The two also discussed Thomas Crook's attempt on Trump's life in Butler, Pennsylvania in July 2024, with Ruth writing, quote, "I wish." The filing...
God, that image of him, man, with the blood on the face and the fist in the air. Ah,
It was staged.
That's right.
Staged. It's fake.
Does not identify who Ruth was communicating with or whether it was actually a Ukrainian with military connections or anyone he met when he traveled to Ukraine in 2022 in a failed attempt to join a volunteer fighting force. DOJ lawyers also allege Ruth attempted unsuccessfully on multiple
He's standing there with that stupid sign. Like, what are the Ukrainians thinking? Who the fuck is this guy? No! You look like just some homeless guy with a sign now in Ukraine.
It's funny how quickly the Ukraine flags just disappeared from my block, man. I mean, my
You don't
neighbor...
hear a lot about it anymore.
My neighbor had the biggest freaking Ukraine flag, was draped over his entire balcony. It had the dove in the middle with the flower in the mouth and the Slava Ukraine. I mean, he was all in on it, dude. Long gone though. I haven't seen it in months now. It got replaced by the Fight the Oligarchy flag.
Oh, that's terrible.
Occasions to purchase a military-grade .50 caliber rifle, and the motion outlines Ruth's communication with a human smuggler in Mexico regarding an escape plan. In a separate motion filed yesterday, Ruth's attorneys are seeking to dismiss 2 of the 5 total charges against their client relating to firearms possession.
Realistically, like, if you life or death right now, if I had to find a Mexican smuggler, a Ukrainian warfighter with access to weapons, to a Stinger missile, you know what I mean? I'd be like, I'm dead. Where do you even start? You know what I mean? And you got to think this guy's doing this like all within the time span of a campaign. Like,
wow, yeah, and
where do you even begin? How did you find the Mexican smuggler?
That's why the only answer is there's a handler involved somewhere here.
It's where he's this guy.
Yeah,
text this guy.
absolutely. Like, there's a 3-letter agency handler working with this guy because he's got to be getting money from somewhere.
Right, where are you getting the money? None of it makes sense. None of it makes sense.
It makes as much sense as Thomas Crook riding his bike to Home Depot, buying the ladder, then carrying the ladder while he's riding the bike with the rifle slung over his shoulder. Like,
don't forget his drone that he's gonna fly around.
That's right. Yeah. And nobody saw him. Nobody stopped him. Like nothing. Like it's just none of these. These were the sloppiest assassination attempts in the history.
DEI,
yes.
DEI attempts.
This is DEI CIA. That's what we saw occur in this scenario.
Citing Second Amendment rights. This trial is set to begin in September. Meanwhile, Brett, it's been a month since President Trump said in the Oval Office he wants a full accounting of what happened in Butler, Pennsylvania.
His dad suit to work.
Dude,
here.
I was. That's why I let it go. Dude, that's why I can't get over how huge the suit is.
Why is the suit so baggy?
You know for sure he didn't have the jacket. They just gave him one. They gave him Sean Hannity's from last night's.
Not Hannity's, come on.
No, we don't have a Gutfeld. Give me the Gutfeld.
It'll make me look huge. This guy. Look how big that suit is.
It's so clownish. It's so funny.
Did you lose 60 pounds last night?
That Ozempic works fast. He took it at lunch, man. It's unbelievable.
He took 2 doses, to be fair.
Dude, even look at the drooping of the sleeves. Like, even the undershirt is too big, man.
The tie is too big on him, dude. What is it? There's a little kid wearing his dad's suit right now. What is going on?
Oh, that's so fucking funny, man.
You know what it is? I've seen it before. He's 5'7", but he shops at the Big and Tall to make him feel better. Poor guy.
Oh, man. Yeah. Wow.
The men at Fox News. What a joke.
Fox News,
in a different,
man.
you know what I mean? Like CNN, just because they're all gay, but Fox News, they're a joke.
Yeah, man, that is so funny, Mike. Holy cow. And let's see here. We're winding down. We're there, actually.
yeah.
But I do want to, real quick, just before we cut out, I want to just toss out there that it was a sad day this week or yesterday. It's a rough month for 80s icons. I'm just going to throw it out there. Rough month for the 80s people out there. So Ryne Sandberg, Ryno of Chicago Cubs lore and legendary status, passed away this week. Yesterday, I believe. His number 23 retired over there at Wrigley Field. One of the all-time greats. I watched a lot of clips of his from back in the 80s and early 90s. So fun watching old Cubs clips, man. The stadium, exactly the same. Still to this day, like nothing has
Still
changed.
holds 10 people.
Dude, we were just there, and I was watching the Ryne Sandberg game. It's this great game where the Cubs were down, and he hit 2 home runs, and then hit the go-ahead winning run in the 10th inning. It was such a spectacular game, and it's so fun just watching the explosion of the crowd as they just burst with joy as he's crushing the ball. But as you're watching the homers like go over into the outfield, it's the same outfield. Like, it has not increased in size whatsoever. The only difference is they got a new Jumbotron now that's digital.
Well, you can't make it bigger.
You can't.
It's houses.
That's it. So it's pretty fun watching it. But 80s icons, if you were an icon of the 80s, take care of yourself this week. You know, maybe go for a walk. Get some sun out there, you know.
You do got to give it to Wrigley Field, though, and the Northsiders. Because the one thing they always say is, oh, yeah, the Cubs, they've been in last place for 5 years, but they still sell out. There's 5 seats in that stadium.
Right, good call. Yeah.
It's a genius move because you can still brag about selling out the stadium.
Yeah, man.
You know?
And if you watch some of these clips, the highlights of Ryne Sandberg, like 87, 89, 92, that kind of range, that was when the Cubs were the absolute worst team in baseball for like decades. They were like in the middle of a multi-decade, bottom of the basement, worst team in the history of baseball. And the stadium is packed in every freaking replay of Ryne Sandberg. Worst team in baseball, packed stadium, everybody just having a great time. That's the Chicago energy right there. I love that.
Northsiders.
Yeah, the Northsiders, man.
The hopeful Northsider.
Yeah, they're keeping the city afloat, I tell you what. Oh, man. Well, Mike, I can't believe I'm saying it's the fastest hour in the universe, no doubt about it. We crushed this one. We nailed the docket. I think we got all the faces on our meme today. We
first time.
Rarely accomplish that. Did we mention Epstein? We just did now, so we got them all in there. All right, yeah. I want to thank everybody.
You're still talking about it.
There's no list. There's no list. The list is fake. That's a fake list. It never existed.
Hey, you want a list? I'll write you a list.
Trump, you know what he should have done? He should have just said, you want to see the list? Pull out a piece of paper, crumple it, and just eat it. He should have just ate the paper and be like, that's the list. That's it.
Or just pull out a piece of paper and start writing down all the names of the people he hung out with on the island. Here's your list.
What, Epstein list? Let me see. Who was there? Bill Clinton, Larry Sanders, and, threw that last one in there.
Just go down. All right.
All right, folks. Thanks for hanging out, enjoying the good times, great oldies. I hope everybody has a great rest of your week. We will be back on Sunday with plenty more to get down to. DJ Rodfather here, playing us out.
Going old school.
Old school. All right. Yeah. Oh, yeah, man. Little Beatles action. Very nice.
Old Beatles, too.
See you on Sunday, people. Oh, yeah.
Just like I need you. Hold me, love me, hold me, love me. I ain't got nothing but love, babe. 8 days a week. Love you every day, girl. Always on my mind. One thing I can say, girl. Love you all the time. Hold me, love me, hold me, love me. I ain't got nothing but love, girl. 8 days a week, 8 days a week. I love you. 8 days a week is not enough to show I care. Oh, I need your love, babe. Yes, you know it's true. Hope you need my love, babe. Just like I need you. Oh, hold me, love me, hold me, love me. I ain't got nothing but love, babe.